Hi, Eric here with 30 by 40 Design Workshop. I want to quickly review the contents of the Architect and Entrepreneur Startup Toolkit. So inside the toolkit, as you open it up, will be the overview for Volume 1. That includes a 4-page PDF that lists all of the documents and how to get started using the kit. Brief overview there. Next thing we're going to move into are the branding resources, and it's divided into several different categories. You'll note on the sales page there's the branding category, there's an email category, an organizational category, and a process tools and documents category. So we'll start with the branding category. That includes the naming guide here, and the branding resources guide, we'll start with that. And that basically talks about how to go about building your brand, ways to differentiate it, ways to begin thinking about how you might set your business in the world, and it ends with a to-do checklist. The next item is the toolkit. In the toolkit is the naming guide, and this is drawn from the book Architect and Entrepreneur. It talks about different naming conventions you can use in your firm, and ends with the Igor naming guide, which is a pretty good resource, I think, to help you find a name. Next thing is the business model canvas. This can help you define your USP and how you fit in the market, how you're going to position your business in the market. Once you're decided on your brand and your logo, you can start building your business cards and your branding message. I've included a little document in here that talks about making business cards. I've also included JPEGs of my business card, the front and back, and then the template that for the company that I recommend printing your business cards with. I've also included the Photoshop file that has all the sort of layout lines on it, so it has the proper sizes there for you already. Next category we'll move into is the email marketing category, and this contains 11 lead magnet ideas and ways to use your list, and also a sort of cheat sheet on how I use my list and how I develop that. The next document here is the basic revenue model sheet, and this talks about different ways to set up the revenue models for your business, including passive income. And then the next sheet would be passive income revenue ideas for architects, and it's just loaded with ideas that I have for building passive income streams for your business. Next really important thing is the business structure cheat sheet, and this talks about the different ways to organize your business and why you might choose one over another. Next thing I've thrown in here is my shop drawing stamp, and this is the image as well as a Photoshop file, so you can go ahead and add layers to this, add your digital signature, and then just drop this in on the shop drawings that you're going to be reviewing. Now the next category that we'll get into is the sort of process tools, and these are all related for the most part to acquiring new clients, and this is what your new business will be focused on pretty heavily in the beginning. I've included my client survey here, and this is the actual one that I use. I've also included the Word file there in docx and doc format for Word, so that you can actually modify the questions, and this is what the finished document is meant to look like. I've included these placeholder images, which are the ones that I use, as PDF files, and so what you can do is take the base file, the base Word file, and use that to develop your questions, export it as a PDF, and then layer in these chapter headings so that you can have a branded document that looks very similar to this. That's all set and ready for you to use. The next thing we'll get into are, I didn't review actually the email templates. The email templates are as part of the email marketing component here. There's 15 of them, and this walks you through my sort of new client acquisition marketing funnel, as well as just some basic, thank you emails and things that your business will need to follow up on. If we go back to the sort of new client acquisition, the process tools here, come into the new client welcome package, and this gives you a sort of basic welcome letter and tells you what to include in the new client package. And all of these documents I have included as part of the toolkit as well. Come to the new client SOP. This is an SOP I've developed for every new client that comes into the business. Helps you devise systems so that you can pass those off as your business scales to other people to help you execute the promises that you've made with your brand. I have an interview questionnaire, qualifying questions, and final interview questions document here. And then I come on to my fee proposal template, which is a really important document, and I've highlighted in here places that you can come in and insert your own information. This is based on an hourly model. It can be easily retooled into a fixed fee model, and I talk about ways to do that in the document here. Next document we come to is the design process document, and this is, I believe it's 13 pages full of information about how I work, and this is what I send to the client once I know I'm going to be working with them. This is again highlighted with areas that you need to fill in and change and alter. This again is a Word file, so you can alter this in any way you see fit. Talks about fees, what's included, schedule, how to control costs, fees by phase, talks about how to get in touch with me. So this is a really useful document, one that I use all the time. We'll come on to the project fee track. Once you have the work, you want a way of tracking how your fee is being spent, and I do this by phase. There's an easy way, again, to alter it based on a fixed fee. This is an hourly fee model. I've also included my program square footage Excel spreadsheet here, and this is all set up to do all the calculations for you. You simply enter your factors and your circulation percentages, input a square foot price, and it generates the estimated project budget for you. So that's another useful thing there. As we look at some of the organizational tools that I sort of glossed over, in each of these zip files that you'll be downloading, they contain a sort of start here text that talks about how to use each category. And in this particular one, under the organizational tools, I've also included my basic file structure, and you can copy that and put it into your Dropbox and then populate that with all of the branded documents that you're going to be creating from the toolkit. So if you have any questions about what's included, what's not included, you can consult the list that's on the Gumroad sales page, or you can just get in touch with me, Eric, at 30by40.com. Thanks a lot.